It looks like someone wasn't ready for Freddy to come to the party.
The realm of video game movie adaptations has had its fair share of peaks and pitfalls over the years, from the cult classic Mortal Kombat to the critically panned Super Mario Bros. However, the cinematic horizon now holds the promise of highly anticipated adaptations that have ardent gamers and movie enthusiasts alike buzzing with excitement. A slew of chart-topping video game franchises are set to make their way onto the silver screen, ready to mesmerise audiences with their enthralling storylines and unparalleled visual effects. While some might be excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 or the Minecraft movie, we tend to like our video game adaptations with a little bit more gore. That's why today we're counting down the top 5 horror movies based on video games that we cannot wait to see. From animatronic bears to underwater cities, these terrifying films are sure to keep you all up at night. Number 5. The Poppy Playtime movie. The horror game Poppy Playtime burst onto the scene in late 2021 and quickly found an audience. In the game, gamers explore an abandoned toy factory and solve a multitude of different puzzles while escaping from the dangers inside the building. The ever-growing popularity of Mob Games' horror series Poppy Playtime has prompted avid fans and casual gamers alike to keep an eye out for any potential big-screen adaptations. To their delight, it has been recently confirmed that following the success of the game, a film adaptation has been given the green light to further captivate audiences. Some certainly did side-eye the news when it was announced, wondering if the franchise had enough material to fully justify a full cinematic outing. Nevertheless, Deadline shared the news that Mob Games is joining forces with Studio 71 to develop and produce the cinematic venture, ensuring that the essence of the beloved video game series will be faithfully represented. The upcoming Poppy Playtime movie promises to bring the eerie atmosphere, unsettling characters and heart-pounding suspense of the games into the realm of film, leaving audience filled and eager to witness the chilling world of Poppy Playtime come to life on the silver screen. And the Studio 71 president of scripted content said as much when commenting on the upcoming project. We're thrilled to be partnered with such an incredible team in Mob Games and their breakout game Poppy Playtime. Their vision for this game is vivid tapestry that allows space for feature films that don't tread on the narrative's gameplay. Fans of the franchise are in store for a new storyline that stands alone in its own terrifying and gripping saga. A few leaked Discord messages did seem to indicate that the announcement of the film was premature, meaning that it probably will be a while until we see Huggy Wuggy on the big screen. Number 4. Dead by Daylight. The most recent announcement on our list doesn't make it any less exciting. Variety recently revealed that Atomic Monster and Blumhouse are teaming up with Behaviour Interactive, the largest Canadian gaming studio, to develop a feature film adaptation of the hit horror multiplayer game Dead by Daylight. Launching in 2016, Dead by Daylight is a 1 vs 4 game in which one player takes the role of the killer and the other 4 play as survivors. The killer must impale each survivor on sacrificial hooks to appease a malevolent force known as the Entity. One of the most interesting elements of Dead by Daylight is the willingness and ability of the studio to reach out and license characters from other popular franchises. Obviously, this is easier to do in the gaming space, but if Blumhouse wanted to get creative and do something completely new in the horror space, now we're talking. Dead by Daylight is amongst other things an elaborate homage to the history of horror. This movie could be the opportunity to see some of cinema's most famous killers alongside one another in an interconnected, balls to the wall horror celebration. And while discussing Blumhouse, number 3, the Five Nights at Freddy movie. Boys and girls, fasten your seatbelt, it's finally happening. After what seems like years of teasers, leaks and speculations, Scott Cawthon's legendary horror franchise is finally getting a big screen video game adaptation. The highly anticipated Blumhouse Five Nights at Freddy movie has stirred up excitement among fans as they eagerly await its arrival on screen. The film is adapted from the immensely popular video game series that has captivated gamers worldwide with its thrilling blend of horror and unique storytelling. As Blumhouse Productions is well known for delivering intense and spine-chilling movies, expectations are high that this adaptation will successfully convey the eerie and spine-tingling atmosphere of the game. Set in a sinister pizzeria with creepy animatronic characters lurking in the shadows, the Five Nights at Freddy movie promises a hair-raising experience experience that will keep moviegoers on the edge of their seats. With a creative team comprised of skilled storytellers and a dedicated fanbase eagerly awaiting the cinematic debut of their favourite video game, this upcoming film has all the ingredients to be a box office smash and a benchmark in horror and video game film adaptations. If you couldn't tell, we couldn't be any more excited for this movie and have been covering all the behind the scenes details for the movie in scrupulous detail. If you're interested in going behind the scenes and finding out what is in store for you when this movie finally releases, be sure to check out our video series on the Five Nights at Freddy movie. A link to the relevant playlist will be in the description down below. Number 2. Return to Silent Hill. Silent Hill is one of the most iconic horror franchises ever created, no matter the medium. Generally, terrifying horror games are far and few between, but Silent Hill was one of the first franchises to keep people awake, with its psychological terror stemming from the gripping narratives and innovative monster design present in each entry. However, when it comes to movie adaptations, it hasn't quite been able to replicate the same level of success. However, there's still reasons to be optimistic about the revival of the franchise Return to Silent Hill. First off, the movie is based on Silent Hill 2, originally released in 2001 for the PlayStation 2, and it's widely considered the best game in the series. Return to Silent Hill script closely follows the plot of the 2001 game, in which James receives a letter from his late wife beckoning him to return to the titular town. As he searches for Mary, he discovers that Silent Hill has been consumed by a thick fog, overtaken by monsters. The game also features the first appearance of the character Pyramid Head, which has become a core character of the franchise. And to tie this all together, Konami is remaking Silent Hill 2 for modern platforms with external team Blooper Team. And coming in at number 1, Bioshock. Okay, before the inevitable commenters begin typing out their essays, I do not want to hear it. Bioshock was absolutely a horror franchise. Spider splices, genetic mutations, body harvesting, and everything about Dr. Steinman. And in fact, one of Infinite's biggest failings was dropping the horror elements. So it's disingenuous to claim that the upcoming Bioshock movie will not lean into horror and be supported by that same fanbase. So with that out of the way, yes, Bioshock is the latest video game to get the live action adaptation treatment, after Netflix confirmed that the film is currently in the works and they'll be bringing the dystopian world of Rapture to life on the silver screen. We already know that the behind the scenes talent is pretty stacked for this project. I Am Legend and Hunger Games director Francis Lawrence will be at the helm, and he will be accompanied by Blade Runner 2049 and Logan writer Michael Green. So it's pretty safe to say that the little sister is in good hands. And that perfectly rounds out our list of the top 5 upcoming horror movies based on video games. Which of our picks are you most excited about? Do you think we missed one? Leave any and all comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to SLUURP for more content just like this. We'll see you next time.
Hey SLUURP heads, did you know we're on TikTok? If you're a fan of the content we put out on this channel, you're not going to want to miss this. It's more of what you love plus exclusive content you won't see anywhere else. Head over now and help us reach 10,000 followers.